No, definitely not coloring. Here's my face, finally. So yeah, let's talk about. First off, wanted to originally talk about this accident some asshole tried to hit me with his car riding my bike, first warm day of the year here in 2019. I really wanted to get what the value of someone's body could be because this guy just had no regard for my life and just about killed me because I was flying down the street in the bike lane right next to him when all of a sudden he slows down, no signal or anything, speeds back up, and I'm like, alright, whatever, I'll pass this guy. And then he comes to an abrupt halt, no signal, no hazards, and then just makes a hard right into a driveway as I'm right about to line up with it. You could tell, like, he definitely had seen me prior to that, and yeah, tried to purposefully hit me with his car, and I just swerve out of the way, hit my brakes, flying to the left, still hit my brakes the entire time as I veered to the right. I don't know how I didn't fall. Adrenaline is a wonderful thing, and yeah, no, definitely lived. And as he popped out of his car, I couldn't help but tear into him, asking him like what his problem was. He knew he saw me, and after luckily I was calmly used voice of reason and like got him to admit, yeah, I turned and I saw a biker, and I'm like, yeah, so you saw me? He's like, yeah. I was like, so maybe a signal would have been right, and he kind of looked down in shame, and you could tell like he did what he did on purpose, and I don't get it. I see it all the time. There are people that chuck pennies off the Empire State Building because of that myth that if you chuck a penny off the top and it hits someone, they die. And there's all these pennies hitting the deck below the top observance deck because of people trying it. So it just makes you wonder how many sadistic people are out there. As a matter of fact, I actually was coloring when I started this post. This is my Santa Claus. These are the children I was coloring. It's a book that I got from my sister for Christmas. Coloring for Grown-Ups, holiday fun book. What to do if you're bored with your family. But then I realized I was coloring Santa's little helpers, dressed these toy-making underage sweatshop workers like festive Christmas elves. And literally, it's like a fucking first world, pardon my French, but a first world thing where it's like we're just desensitized. We know where our clothing comes from and shoes come from. It's all made by tiny little hands, and we're in a culture that we've become okay with it. And I'm kind of worried that there needs to be more of a push towards, like knowing where your product has come from. People don't even realize our president is technically a slave owner. Modern day slave owner is like a prevalent problem throughout the world. Even in the U.S., there's still, according to Human Rights Watch, what qualifies as slaves in our country over, I think it was 400 some thousand. Last I heard, I'm sure it's different now. Could be the same, who knows? But nonetheless, I think more attention needs to be brought to where we get our products from, and I think, yeah, we need to put more value in life, because the way we treat each other these days is pretty fucking disgusting, folks, and judging by the assholes who chuck pennies off the Empire State Building, or people who try to hit bikers because they have a bad day when they're in a bike lane and they see them, yeah, no, something is sick with our culture, and we need to, like, resensitize. I don't know the proper wording, but we're far too desensitized, and it's gotten kind of sick. It's food for thought. No, it's not a typical speech or theme, but kind of is. Like to have clean money go around the world, right? And that'll be it.